Hey YouTube, so this is a continuation of the Daniel Trail. This is part 2. So we just got off the rock slab and we are headed up to the summit. So we're going up the back side of Daniel. This is the easy way to get up. And there are some different obstacles on the way up to it. And we're heading over to jump on these obstacles to play at the park. So the first part of this video is going to be a little bit of cab video, and then I'm going to jump out when I get up ahead of the Jeeps, and I will record the Jeeps behind me going up the trail, up some of these rock obstacles. So the neat thing about this park is there's a lot of areas where there are multiple routes, or what appears to be multiple routes on the trail. It is not clearly marked that one area is an area to go and one area is not. That like for instance, like that tree has a diamond on it. Usually when you see trees with markers like that on it, usually that is an indicator that it is part of the trail. So anyway, on at least this section of Daniel, there appears to be what looks like two different lines that you can take, like a tough line, which is kind of on the left, and then a little bit easier line on the right. And that's James up there. James is going to go through and start spotting people. And once Lawrence gets over that obstacle, who's in front of me, and I think right now I am the second Jeep in line, or maybe the third Jeep. Sebastian might be up there ahead of me. We will get up there, and then I will jump out of the Jeep and get you some interesting footage of what it looks like from the outside. And I'm just going to let the audio play from the camera when we get there, so you can just hear like the conversations and the spotting and everything that's going on, to give you a feel for what it's like out here, if anybody was kind of interested. So we're just going to stop up here, and then everybody will get through the other section, and then we'll finish heading up to the summit.
Stay on the rock this time. Alright, Steve, yep. Alright, start cutting it. There you go. Alright, stop. Alright, straighten it out. Actually, cut it, driver.
Yeah, and back up a little bit.
Just back it down some. Cut it, driver. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Alright, keep going a little bit more. Alright. Cut it hard, driver. Or hard passenger. Alright, go. Good. Keep going. You got it. Alright, straighten around.
Looking good. Hey, I just saw this on the video, so I just wanted to point out, if you ever encounter something where the steering wheel is like very much like fighting with you to go a certain way, you want to let the steering wheel go in the direction that it wants to go and not try to fight with it too much, or get out and look. In this particular case, like, nothing happened, but I've seen very extreme cases, where the wheel is trying to go a certain way and you try to muscle it the other way and you end up breaking like a steering component or something like that. Anyway, just something to be mindful of. Let the steering wheel like do what it wants to do. Get out and look. Back up if you have to.
No, straight. Keep it straight. Keep the wheel straight. Mary, back it up. 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 Straighten the wheel. Stop. Straighten the wheel.
Hey, I just wanted to point out to everybody, if you can't see the wheels and you're trying to figure out if they're straight or not, look at the steering wheel. If the steering wheel is flat, the wheels are probably straight. If it's not flat, then they're not straight.
I mean, she don't have lockers. You want to go up on that big rock. Avoid the tree. You don't want to hit the tree. Go up on the big rock. You don't want to hit the tree. A little bit farther over this way. You don't need like 3 feet. You just need like a little bit. All right. Come on. Come on. Just that way a little bit. You got plenty of space against the tree now. That way a little bit and just come forward. See, now you're going to tilt toward the tree a little bit, and you'll be good. Perfect. Right there, perfect. Stay in the gas, keep rolling, baby. Gas, keep hard. Keep the tires. There you go, like that. Go, baby. Turn that way a little bit. There you go. You have to watch that rock. Passenger a little bit, and you're good. Passenger a little bit. Just turn passenger here. And you'll go right over it. Yep, there you go. That's fair. Get a little camera. Stay in it, babe. Keep tires rolling. All right, stop. Back down with the driver angle. There you go. Back down a little bit. A little bit more. Stop. Some slight passenger. A little bit more. There we go. Come forward. There we go. Straighten around, babe.
Hey, I just want to make a little commentary here. I always talk about the V's. You can see that the 2 tires are on the largest obstacle, the 2 rocks. That's the V that I'm talking about. That's what you're trying to do to go over obstacles.
I'm not trying to cash in my life
Hey YouTube, so you probably noticed that the video footage that you just saw probably felt extremely slow, like vehicles weren't even really moving very fast at all. That was real-time footage of the actual speed in which we normally go over obstacles. Normally going over obstacles is not anything that you do fast. You don't drive fast. Even the footage that you see here has been sped up multiple times to compress it because you don't really want to watch 20 minutes of driving between trees when you can just see the trail in just like a minute or two. So this is the upper area between the rock slab and then getting up to the summit. And Uwharrie has a lot of these rails, like you can see the rails on the right. That means that they want you to be on the left side of the rail. They don't want you, making your own trail. Like even there, you can see they put some trees down and stuff to try to help out with the indicating like where the trail is. Obviously, they can't make this like a highway with signs everywhere, but you have to use your best judgment when you pick the routes that you take. They always say like tread lightly, but that doesn't mean that everybody has to go, in everybody else's exact tire prints. But you do try to tread lightly and try to be courteous to the park, obviously. But with that said, in many places there are multiple routes, and in a lot of places there are bypasses also. And I don't know if the bypasses are there intentionally or not. A lot of parks, they end up basically putting boulders down or even guardrails and stuff up to prevent people from going other non-intended areas. And so largely a lot of what you're seeing here between like those obstacles that we were just on and the summit is pretty easy, and you'll see there's probably almost no obstacles at all. However, I'm telling you that the summit itself, like the next footage that you're going to see in the next video, is actually pretty cool obstacles. And I think I have like an hour of footage of Lawrence stuck and maybe like an hour of footage of some other Jeep stuck. I'm not going to play for you an hour of wheel spinning, but it is pretty good sized obstacles for the next part of this. So we are coming up to the summit. You can see here we're getting ready to park at the base here and go up. This area becomes very congested. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.